Welcome to Awake and Activate. Today we're going to talk about the cold and flu, the COVID-19, the difference between virus and bacterial illness. I'm inserting the Fair Use Act because I'm going to be using some articles that have been written so we can get a better understanding and educate ourselves. And this is for the fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody. Here are some images of several different viruses. In the top corner, it's hepatitis C, and next to it is coronavirus, and on the other end is herpes virus. On the bottom corner, bird flu virus. In the bottom middle is smallpox virus, and in the bottom corner is influenza virus. Notice how close that influenza, the flu virus, and the coronavirus look to each other. Here is a graph showing the illness, ones that are caused by virus, caused by bacteria, and is an antibiotic needed. And that last slot, let's just put, is medical intervention needed. Cold or runny nose, bronchitis or chest cold, flu, sore throat, fluid in the middle ear or inner ear. All of those are caused by a virus and do not need medical attention. Now, if we look at the graph where we see whooping cough, strep throat, or a urinary tract infection, yes, seek medical attention. An antibiotic is necessary, for those are bacterial infections. Also, bacterial infections are contagious and are a living cell that can replicate and reproduce itself. Now let's look at the definition of a virus. Virus is a noun. 1A. Any of a large group of submicroscopic infectious agents that are usually regarded as non-living, extremely complex molecules that typically contain a protein coat surrounding an RNA or DNA core of genetic material but no membrane, that are capable of growth and multiplication only in living cells, and that cause various important diseases in humans, animals, and plants. B, a disease or illness caused by a virus. C, the causative agent of an infectious disease. Number 2, something that poisons the mind or soul. Can you catch the same cold twice? The simple answer is no. It is usually not possible to become infected with the same strain of the common cold virus twice, because you develop immunity after being hit once. Your body releases antibodies to clear the infection, and these antibodies protect you from catching the same virus again. Even if you become infected again with the same virus, the sickness is usually very mild. However, bear in mind that there are so many types of cold viruses that it is not possible to tell if you have already been infected with a particular one in the past. The same holds true for other viruses, such as the flu and viruses for cold and flu. The influenza virus has the ability to mutate, which is the reason why your last year's flu shot may no longer be effective this year with the different strains of viruses going around. How your immune system works. Viral or bacterial infection. When a virus or bacteria invades your body and reproduces, it normally causes problems. Generally, the germ produces some side effects that make you sick. For example, the strep throat bacteria releases a toxin that causes inflammation in your throat. The polio virus releases toxins that destroy nerve cells, often leading to paralysis. Some bacteria are benign or beneficial, but many are harmful once they get into the body or the bloodstream. Viral and bacterial infections are by far the most common causes of illness for most people. They cause things like colds, influenza, measles, mumps, malaria, AIDS, and so on. The job of your immune system is to protect your body from these infections. The immune system protects you in 3 different ways. Number 1, it creates a barrier that prevents bacteria and viruses from entering your body. Number 2, if a bacteria or virus does get into the body, the immune system tries to detect and eliminate it before it can make itself at home and reproduce. Number 3, if the virus or bacteria is able to reproduce and start causing problems, your immune system is in charge of eliminating it. The immune system also has several other important jobs. For example, your immune system can detect cancer in early stages and eliminate it in many cases. Bacteria and viruses. Your body is a multicellular organism made up of perhaps 100 trillion cells. The cells in your body are fairly complicated machines. Each one has a nucleus, energy production equipment, etc. Bacteria are single-celled organisms that are much simpler. For example, they have no nucleus. They are perhaps 1/100th the size of a human cell and might measure 1 micrometer long. Bacteria are completely independent organisms able to eat and reproduce. They are sort of like a fish swimming in the ocean of your body. Under the right conditions, bacteria can reproduce very quickly. One bacteria divides into 2 separate bacteria, perhaps once every 20 or 30 minutes. At that rate, one bacteria can become millions in just a few hours. A virus is a different breed altogether. A virus is not really alive. A virus is a particle, nothing but a fragment of DNA in a protective coat. The virus comes in contact with a cell, attaches itself to the cell wall, and injects its DNA. The DNA uses the machinery inside the living cell to reproduce new virus particles. Eventually, the hijacked cell dies and bursts, freeing the new virus particles, or the viral particles may bud off the cell so it remains alive. In either case, the cell is a factory for the virus. So to sum it up, when thinking about the viruses or bacterial infections that we may be dealing with at this time, make sure you do your research and that we have a good understanding of our own immune system, how we contract viruses, and what we need to do for them, versus bacterial infections, when we need to see our doctor, and what we need to do to stay healthy in our mind, body, and soul. Remember, the second part of the definition under virus was a disease in our mind or soul. And if we do not have that understanding of how our body works and how we're able to fend off these type of things and not get the same virus twice, and also think about why are viruses patented? Why are there patents on certain viruses, diseases, and bacterial infections? What's going on with that? Lots of questions that we should ask ourselves so that way we can be prepared to take care of ourselves and our loved ones. And remember, don't stress. Everything's going to be okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace.